am Kelly Shaffner. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my very first Poshmark video. I promised that as soon as my Poshmark closet was up and running, I would notify my subscribers. I know a lot of you were interested. Yes, I'm up, I'm running, and I have been reselling on Poshmark for 3 months. I am really sorry that I didn't make this video in the first week or two, but guys, I was just learning and I thought, I don't even know how to make that video. In fact, I'm not sure how to make this one, but stick around. Let's see how it turns out. The number one advice I would like to give to you about Poshmark is start Poshmark. I make videos all about women's fashion and I love unboxing and trying clothing from style boxes. Stylists put together boxes and send them to me. And with the style boxes, you often get a discount. If you purchase the entire box or a number of pieces, it's sometimes cheaper to keep everything in the box than to just keep the pieces that you like. So I was ending up with a lot of pieces in my closet that I would not wear. They were new with tags and they just were not my thing. And let me confess something else. I have bought from every single style box and probably every single retailer that you've seen me make a video about. I've bought pieces that don't work. I love them when I purchase them, but when I put them on to wear them out the door, I looked in the mirror and I said, no, it's not gonna work, okay? I am not the only one that does this. I think that there are lots of women, especially if you buy lots of clothing, that this happens to. And you can find all of that on Poshmark. Because I know there's some of you that are saying, Poshmark, used clothing, ooh, I don't do that. Well, okay, you don't have to do that. There is plenty of brand new with tags pieces that you can buy for a fraction of the price on Poshmark. Because my viewers did suggest this over a year ago, in April of 2018, I did download the Poshmark app. I looked at it briefly. I never did anything with it. This year, I made a video. I did a challenge. I challenged my viewers to style me, to send me styles they thought I might like. And many of my viewers sent pieces that they found on Poshmark. And I love that because my viewers know that I love a great deal. Nobody wants to pay full price for fashion if you can get it at a discounted rate. So thank you to those viewers. As I was looking at the suggested styles that they sent, I started looking more and more at Poshmark and reminding myself that I promised I would start a Poshmark closet. Well, finally I did, but let me tell you how that happened. I have a girlfriend that ended up with a lot of her mother's clothing, jewelry, accessories, you name it. She had a tragedy in her family and she was looking to liquidate her mother's clothing. And I suggested to her that she list this clothing on Poshmark. She messaged me at the end of April and she said, thank you so much for your suggestion way back when. She said, I finally started my Poshmark closet and I have made 4 sales to date. She had been active on Poshmark for about a week when she made her first 4 sales. And I thought, okay, this is a sign. I need to jump on with her. And I did. On April 24th of this year, 2019, I put my first listing on Poshmark. I think that first day, I listed 11 pieces of clothing and 2 days later I made my first sale. It was awesome. It felt so good to make a sale and I made very little money on that sale, but it was actually a sports bra that was given to me and it was not my size. It was much smaller and I had 2 of those and both of those sold rapidly. So do you have those things in your closet? Everyone knows that I like clothing. People gift me with clothing all of the time. And of course, you graciously accept that clothing. I never return that clothing, but I have a lot in my closet that was gifted to me that I just am not able to wear. That is probably another reason that I am reluctant to make this video. I am concerned that maybe a family member or a friend looks at my Poshmark closet and says, what's going on? Kelly's selling the sweater that I gave to her for her birthday 6 years ago, and you know what? I'm not wearing it. I understand that. If I give my girlfriend a piece of clothing that she's not wearing and she sells it or she gives it away, I don't have a problem with that. Clothing was meant to be worn. It all deserves its day of fame. So let's make sure our clothing is getting worn by people that love it. Start your Poshmark closet. The really fortunate thing about starting a Poshmark closet a year ago is during that year I was building up followers because the people on Poshmark are awesome. Poshmark is not a social media platform that is based on popularity. You follow people on Poshmark to get exposure for your items. So you want to follow people and people want to follow you and people want to follow people that share. So when you open your closet, you're going to share your items. And every time you share your items, people out there in Poshmark land are seeing your pieces. Those pieces will also show up on a Google search. Anyone shopping for a pair of cut from the cloth jeans size 8 is probably going to see my cut from the cloth jeans size 8 that are listed in my Poshmark closets. For 1 year, I was getting followers and I was not active on the app at all. So as soon as I became active on the app, I rapidly started to get followers. And like I said, followers help you to get exposure for the pieces in your closet. So you want followers, even if their closets are not the same as yours. They share your items, their followers see your items, and maybe one of their followers becomes your follower, or even better than that, perhaps they purchase something from your closet. There are so many wonderful videos out there. There's a lot of experienced resellers that have a lot of fabulous tips out there. And one of the things I heard quite a bit is you need to sell brand name trendy clothing on Poshmark. I'm here to tell you that's not the case with me. I am just selling from my personal closet, which is not brand name necessarily. I do have a lot of brand name pieces in my closet, but I also have pieces that I've picked up at Marshall's, Ross, TJ Maxx, Walmart. I have sold Walmart pants in my Poshmark closet. I am completely transparent about everything that I'm selling in my closet. If I am not wearing it, if it does not fit me, it is going in my Poshmark closet. So I have a story for you, and this is kind of what encouraged me to continue to list and sell in my Poshmark closet. I have a pair of boots that I purchased when I lived in Las Vegas. They were a pair of Under Armour tactical boots. They were really fabulous boots, very ugly, but fabulous boots for me to stand in for 8 hours a day. I wore them to work for 3 years. 3 years. They're fabulous. If anybody's looking for tactical boots, and you're probably not if you're watching my channel, I had these really ugly boots that I wore for 3 years. They had plenty of wear and scuffing on them. You can imagine 3 years of use, but they were still in very good condition. I took pictures of those boots. I listed them in my Poshmark closet and they sold rapidly. Now, they only sold for $20, but these boots were a piece that I was going to donate. When those sold, I thought, anything can sell on Poshmark. Now, I'll make the video a year from now and tell you what doesn't sell on Poshmark, because for me, I'm kind of just throwing it on the wall, seeing what sticks and what sells. I have just been surprised by the things that people want to buy. Another thing, Poshmark has just opened a home store. You can sell knickknacks and wall decor and planning, school supplies, all sorts of stuff that probably you would see more on eBay, but now you can sell that on Poshmark as well. And I have that. I just recently moved into a new house 6 months ago. This is a new house. My decor from my old house doesn't necessarily fit in this house. I will be listing more in the home store on Poshmark. So when you're ready, no, forget about that. Before you're ready, just start, because you will be amazed. The way I started was I hung a command strip in my guest bedroom, a clear command strip. I used a clear hanger and I put my garment on the hanger, hung it on the wall. I had a white background. I took pictures of the front of the garment, the back of the garment, any embellishments or special details on the garment. Most importantly, the most important thing, make sure that you photograph any flaws. Just be transparent and honest about any flaws that the garment has. The pictures are so easy. You can take the pictures on the Poshmark app, or you can just take them on your phone. You can edit them and transfer them. It's really easy. Trust me on this one. If it's hard, I can't do it. I just can't. The Poshmark app is so easy to operate. Once you have selected the pictures that you want to use on your listing, you're going to answer some questions about that listing. What's the brand? You're going to give a description. My advice is be as descriptive as possible. All of the words that you use in your description can be keywords to help people find your items. I have heard people say be very brief in your descriptions, but for me, when I am shopping, if I see something that catches my eye, I want as much information about that piece of clothing that I can get. I don't want to go to a description that says dress, because I can figure that out on my own. I want to know as much about that dress as I can. I want to know the brand. I want to see the fabric, maybe the measurements. Put it all in your description. You're going to list the size. You're going to list the color, everything that you can. I would say do not skip these steps. There are people that do. I have heard other people advise to keep everything brief. Do it your way. I am pretty descriptive in mine. You guys know I am not a woman of a few words. It's just me. And then you press list. And then you have a Poshmark closet. And once you have a few things listed in your Poshmark closet, you want to share them. Today, I share my closet about 2 or 3 times a day. I try to share when there is a party going on, and I'll talk about parties in a future video, but that's when most people are on the app. My girlfriend that does Poshmark with me, she shares in the middle of the night and she makes sales in the wee hours of the night. So I don't know that there is especially a best time, but there is a party that happens every single night on Poshmark. That is when the most Poshmark viewers or users are on the app. So it's a great idea to share your items before you go to bed at night. And then surprise, someone buys an item. And it might surprise you what they buy. Like I said, I was so surprised that my tactical boots sold. You package up your item. You can get all your shipping supplies free of charge at the post office. You might need to invest in some tape. Everything is free. Or you can go on Amazon and you can get poly mailers or really cute packaging if you like. That's on you. You get to decide what your packaging looks like. Mine is evolving. I haven't figured it out yet. I've been trying different things and I enjoy the packaging part of it. I want my Poshmark packages to look like subscription boxes. Go figure. So I'm kind of bundling things up like similar to a subscription box. But then you mail your package. Everything is tracked on the app. You can see where your package is. You can see when it arrives. The buyer has 3 days to accept the package. They can return the item if it is not as described. So that's why people say don't give a whole lot of description, because then you might mislead someone. But truthfully, I'd rather give the buyer all the information that they need to make a sound decision on whether or not they want to purchase. Once the buyer accepts, like I said, within that 3 days, your profits from that sale go into an account. You can cash out at any time that you want. You can have a direct deposit into your checking or savings, or you can have Poshmark mail you a check. That's also a decision that you get to make. It is so much fun. I have been dividing my time between Poshmark and YouTube. A lot of you have wondered where I am. Well, that's what's going on. I am enjoying Poshmark so very much. And the benefit is my closet has been cleaned out. I've been so excited. I have been sharing what I'm doing with my friends. I did have a couple friends that gave me some, I'm going to call it inventory because I'm a reseller, but they gave me their donations and said, sell what you can, donate the rest. So I've expanded my closet a little bit. I'm dying to go sourcing. I watch the videos of the girls that do hauls to sell specifically on Poshmark, and I would really like to do that. I am holding back on doing anything like that until I clean out my closets, because I have a lot of clothes. In fact, we moved into this house, and within a couple months of moving into this house, the bar in my master closet actually started bending and bowing because of the weight of my clothing. My husband had to remove everything from the closet and reinforce. I just have too much. I don't know if there's really such a thing as too much. Poshmark has certainly helped me to clean out my closet. To date, I have 140 sales on Poshmark. Right now, I am selling 1+ items, sometimes 2 items a day. So it is so exciting. I also have days where I sell absolutely nothing. Those days are kind of a bummer, but it really doesn't matter because the sales are coming. Some great advice that I have learned from other YouTubers is to stay consistent. Just like a YouTube channel, you want to stay consistent. You want to do the same thing with Poshmark. I have made a vow. Every single day, I list more clothing on Poshmark. See my clothing rack behind me? All of these items are being listed on Poshmark today. That's a chore that will take me about an hour. If you want to check out my Poshmark closet, all the info is in the description box below. I'm also going to link my friend's Poshmark closet. That's been one of the biggest benefits in doing Poshmark is I have a friend that started this journey with me. We are doing it together. We are able to bounce ideas and our thoughts and frustrations and victories off one another, and it's always better to take a journey with a friend. So I recommend talking this over with your BFF and see if both of you can do it together, because that's been of great benefit to me. So I highly recommend it. I am going to list Mary's closet below. Guys, if you want a special deal on my Poshmark closet or Mary's, I have to tell Mary I'm doing this. Write a comment in the Poshmark closet. Just mention YouTube. I'll give you the best price that I can, and hopefully Mary will as well. She's really a kind girl, so I'm sure that she will. Mary sells a lot of plus size. She wears about the same size I do, so she does have clothing in the same size as I have, but her closet is predominantly jewelry and plus size. Check it out. Thank you so much for visiting me. If you enjoyed this video, and if you would like to hear more about my Poshmark journey, please let me know in the comments below, because I'm loving this. I would love to share more videos with you if you are interested. Thank you so much for watching. Thumbs up always helps a girl out. I love you guys. You're awesome. I'll see you in the next one. Blessings to you.